Good morning everyone, it's another day. It's a wet day, flashing rain. A few things to do today. We got our training at the pitch at 7 o'clock. Start preparing for that at around 2. Today I'm going to hopefully edit the unseen bits from the Amsterdam vlogs. You can go see those videos on Emma's channel. I edit them, but it's for her channel. The Amsterdam vlogs were always for her channel. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing that. It's just a nice memory really, isn't it? I need to try and cut back on my eating. It's clear as day anyway for me that I'm eating way too much. Putting on a lot, not even putting on weight, it's like the tiniest bit of weight, but I can see it. So yeah, that's gonna have to get stomped out. 4 miles training, gonna get into that now. So I'm just making the TikTok there, and I'm gonna show you a bit of tricks to get people's attention. So any form of social media is obviously you're trying to get people's attention, you're trying to get them to watch what you're making. But along with that, so that's the first step, is getting them to watch what you want to watch. Then your second step is trying to keep them interested in what you're trying to watch, right? TikTok is obviously it has its good sides, but Jesus Christ, it has its bad sides. One of the bad sides is that basically this is ruining, wrecking our attention span. You see a lot of those. Personally anyway, whenever I'm watching TikTok, I always get stuck watching South Park, the little game underneath. Then you click into the profile and you watch all the rest of the videos. So basically they're keeping you watching because of that stupid game down below. And it's really actually wrecking our attention spans, especially for TikTok, right? You have to keep everything extremely quick, alright? Something needs to be popping up in that screen every, I'd say every second basically. Something has to happen. Either you're changing something, or there's subtitles on the screen, or cutting the video or something like that. The videos I do for TikTok are basically just running things, so hopefully it's not really attention grabbing. Some of it is stuff I make now when I'm giving advice to people. It's basically 100 miles an hour. Yes, you do this, bang, then you do this, then you do this, then you do this, then you do this, and there's words popping up everywhere, there's images popping up, and there's sounds going off, getting people to stay where they are and just watch the whole thing. Obviously you have to like it as well. To be honest, it's getting way worse. Back in the day, people could watch a full YouTube video without clicking off. At the moment, YouTube's huge, but I feel after a while no one's going to be able to watch a full 10-minute YouTube video because we're losing our attention spans. It's so bad. Another big thing that's important with making videos and TikToks and all this, when you're putting a lot of editing into it, I think you need to have a good time management. I feel as though if you for me anyway, if I'm editing this for longer than 3 hours, I feel look, you need to stop and just upload whatever you have. I could be looking at this TikTok now and just be yeah, there's that millisecond where there's no noise, no nothing happening. Oh, I have to change that, I have to change that. No, I don't think that's the way to go. There's something about simplicity. Look, I'm always on about trying to keep someone's attention span there, but there's also keeping it simple. You don't want to be overstimulating them with a rake of stuff on the screen. Yeah, I've been doing it now for around 3 hours or 2.5. I'm kind of yeah, I'm thinking too much into it. I'm just gonna release it. And also another thing with that is there's obviously the huge possibility it's way more likely that this won't do well on social media or whatever. Obviously if you keep it to a certain time, you'd be well, and it doesn't do well, you'd be well, I just kept it, it only took me a few hours to make this anyway. But if you do it for ages and it turns out to be crap, you're just oh my god, I spent so long on that. It's a mental battle. When I'm editing my vlogs, I always make sure 2 hours max to edit those vlogs. Editing the TikToks, 2 to 3 hours max of editing the TikTok. Good lot of editing done. Happy with that now. I got vlog done obviously, but I also edited my very first kind of heavily edited TikTok. Hopefully I'll be able to get 2 of them up a day, but we'll see. I don't know, that might not last very long, but we're just gonna go down kind of the same as Tuesday. We're just gonna go down and have a slice of toast and a coffee. It is 12:30 now, so I'm gonna have a toast coffee. Then at 2 o'clock I'm going to have my pasta for training. Then we'll go from there. Back's kind of at me, I might have to go for a small walk or something like that, because I started about 8:30, now 12:30. Sitting down for any longer than that is kind of not good for you. So obviously I'm either gonna go for a walk or stretch, just to snout and all that crack. But yeah, just letting you know that these Hurleys are holding up really well. They are so good. I was a bit nervous paying a lot of money for the Hurleys, but they're actually unbelievable. Get on to Fitzgerald anyway. Just finished dinner there, just had pasta. Kind of having one of those days where I'm so hungry all the time, I don't know if anyone's ever getting that, where you're just so hungry and start eating all these stupid things. Just before dinner I had so much popcorn and so much crisps and all that kind of stupid stuff. That just happens the odd time. I don't know if anyone else ever does it, where you just binge. I just start eating and I'm no, I'm not full, I'm not full. I keep eating. But then basically what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to eat, and then you get full in a few minutes later, but I just keep going. Then I got awfully full and I was God, why do I do that? And I just feel fucking terrible then. I think it's binging, and I just binge the odd time. I don't realize I'm doing it. You know, with the amount of training I'm doing, like, you know, you need to eat well. You're like, if you eat any bit bad, like, your body won't be able to handle it, really, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to cop that on a bit. I said this in a few episodes, like, I like to come here a good bit and just chill the fuck out, relax. There's a lovely little river out there now I kind of look out at. I think when I get a bit overwhelmed by shit, I kind of just come out here. It's lovely just to sit down, relax, have a coffee here. See, when you're making shit online, for me anyway, today I've gotten so bad with looking at numbers. I'm sure many people can relate to it. Like, you're just looking at the numbers, you're like, oh, how many likes have I gotten, how many followers have I gotten out today, you know, and it's just a horrible thing to do. And I would not recommend it. I would not recommend going down that path of like constantly analyzing numbers and all that. YouTube and TikTok have a section where it actually like analyzes absolutely everything. It's like, oh, who's watched your stuff, how long have they watched it for, what gender were they, you know, who's interested in this bit, who's interested in that bit, you know, who's commented here, who's commented there, everything, anything you could think of, it's analysed. I didn't get that. I don't look at any of that, because that would, now I mean it, if I ever went down that route, like, I'm only on about like followers and like if I went down that route, I'd be fucked, I'd be fricked, I'd be on it all day looking at it and feeling shit about myself if something I didn't like came up, you know what I mean? I have to calm down sometimes and just relax. Like, I was kind of, to be fair now, usually I'd go for a walk or something halfway through the day. I was literally in that room all day doing editing and stuff, and I just felt terrible because as I said before, you kind of like make something good and you hope that it does well, but when it doesn't do well, you feel terrible. I keep a limit. I put a limit on my editing. I say 2 hours max, 3 hours max, you know, on anything. And realistically, all that matters, not about the numbers, alright? When you're growing, it's not about the numbers, because you're not going to get much numbers when you're growing. It's as simple as that. It's like the hard truth. Like, I remember watching that Mr. Beast guy, I love watching his videos of when he started, and he says the story all the time that he got nothing for years on years on years, and it takes time, it takes patience. Like, you know, I'm like, oh my god, I have to get this before I move away. Oh my god, I have to hit this number before I move to Amsterdam. I have to, and you know, all the listeners are just like, what are you on about? Just calm down. I let the numbers get to my head. That's exactly what's happened. And yeah, it's time to relax. Got another hour and a bit until training, so yeah, we're just gonna chill out here now for a few minutes, and we're gonna head back inside. We're gonna get ready for training. Right, we're just taking off for our run now. The wet day doesn't really bother me that much, to be honest. I've kind of stopped listening to music on my runs, so that's grand. I don't have to worry about my phone getting wet. I just keep it in my pocket the whole time. I'm here a bit earlier than last time, so I don't have to go as fast. A lovely little loop. We're gonna enjoy it. Mile 1, 8:03. Mile 3, 7:58. Fourth and final mile, 8:01. Average pace was 7:59. It took us exactly 32 minutes to finish it. Christ. God, it was a bad one today. Really good to get that over with though. That's just probably not going to focus because my car's steaming. Training was great. Like, he made it really good, even though like it was lashing rain, and I love to see it. There was still like 30 of us there, so you love to see that kind of crack. Like, hurling match on Saturday, we go again. It was lovely bolognese for dinner. I'm gonna munch away on that. Right, I kind of sacked off the ice bath. I was freezing my tits off outside. It was lashing rain obviously for training. Like, obviously if we keep moving, it's alright, like, we don't care. But he stopped us for like 5 minutes. We were just chatting away and ended up freezing my ass off then, because we were just like shivering. Then we went back training. I'm gonna leave it there, everyone. Thanks very much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Have a good day, and goodbye.